Happy Friday, everybody. It's Leza live on the radio, on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Finally, it's Friday. Holy smokes. Anybody feeling like they're dragging this morning? Just a little bit?
I was born
How
dragging.
about a lot?
Good. We're all on the same page this morning.
Yeah.
You were born dragging.
Yep.
I could have slept in till like maybe 5 today.
Oh,
That'd been
man. Exactly. Till 5. Yeah, I remember those days. I
you know what I'm
remember
talking
those
about.
days, and I don't miss them. No,
Yeah.
and Bubba even this morning, he slept till 6:30 without a peep. Yeah, I'm talking
good deal.
4:45 to 6:30, and Scott got up before Bubba, and I said, "Don't wake Bubba," and then Bubba heard us, and he was up. But yeah, it's one of those Fridays. But I need to know before we get into it, did we break a record yesterday with our high temperature?
No, we did
No.
not. We tied the record
Again.
That's 2 days tying records.
I mean, if we're going to be this hot, we need to break some records, right?
Yeah, what are you doing wrong, Drew?
I'm on this side of the glass.
That's what it is. Got it.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
But no, we should have a beautiful weekend, though. You know, it's going to be, I'm sorry, it's going to be 94 today.
Yeah.
95, 96
right.
for the weekend.
Right.
And it's going to be that way for probably a few more days after that. But
Phew.
again, we're supposed to be at 78 degrees today.
Oh, no. We're
And
at 90-something.
And they're going to be at 94. So.
Well, tomorrow the Valley's supposed to hit 115, so we've made different plans. We're going to take the boat to Flagstaff and set it to the Valley.
What lake are you going to go to up
Probably
there?
Lake Mary. I mean, what other lake is there?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. And I said to Scott, I said, if we can't get on the lake 'cause it's going to be so packed, we'll just sleep on the boat in the parking lot. I mean, it'll be better than going to the Valley.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's 115, say it's 10 degrees cooler on the lake, so 105, that's still hot.
Yeah.
So, for safety's sake, we're going to go north instead of south. Yes. But Ma's heading south.
I'm not looking
heading
forward to it.
Way south, right?
Yeah.
She's going back home to Sierra Vista, your mother?
But
Yeah.
I'm meeting my father in Phoenix.
Okay.
So she'll have to brave the 115 before she can get down to the
bless
90s.
her. God bless her. Yeah, okay. Well,
So.
you could be a good son and just keep her.
I've offered. I
Aren't
told
you
her
sweet?
she could sleep out back. There's plenty of room outside. It's nice.
Well, I guess
Especially at night.
we could all take our turn with Ma. Barry will take in Ma. Barry
yeah.
loves Ma Henshaw.
And Ma's already adopted Barry.
Yeah, so why doesn't she move in with Barry for a couple months?
He's got a bigger house than me,
Well,
so
then,
might as well.
Let's ask him when
Yeah,
he
let's
comes
do
in.
it.
I just think this is a brilliant idea.
I like it. I
Yeah.
mean, she can't have stairs. Other than that, she'll move right in.
Right.
But yeah, she already calls Barry her her favorite son.
I know.
So
I know. She told me that. I didn't know she told you that, but she told me that
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
yeah, she texts everybody.
Well, we'll be talking to Barry a little later on this morning because it's Free Food for Us Friday. Marianne Suttles comes out of her studio and she's like, so what are we eating today? Ribeye? I'm like, I don't know, but I hope it's delicious. Well, I know it's going to be delicious.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Unless it's prime rib ice cream. or
Yeah,
something.
there was that.
That was good. I liked it.
You really did.
I thought it was not bad.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
it tasted like yeah.
Well, I have to tell you about my traumatic night last night. I actually had a very nice evening. I went into Adorn Interiors. They had a lovely get-together. She served chili. Melanie did, and she had on like a cashmere brown sweater. I mean, it felt like fall in the shop, even though it was still 90 degrees outside. She had the air cranked down, and it was just lovely. She served these cupcakes that were to die for. I mean, I almost brought in one. Scott didn't eat his. And I thought I thought I should bring it in and cut it into fourths.
Yeah, you should have shared with Drew and I. I mean,
Yeah.
Because it really was to die for.
we know Barry would.
It was like fall exploding in your mouth. I mean, just delicious. I'll have to ask her where she got them because she said she didn't make them. But anyway,
Walmart.
so it started out great. And then I go home. No, definitely not Walmart. I go home, and this is really, I mean, this is kind of graphic and tragic, and I'm sorry if I'm going to upset anybody.
Hold
but
on,
it was
wait. Are we going to get kicked off
But it
again?
was upsetting. No.
Okay.
My neighbors have a fence that has spikes, and this has happened before, but a deer got caught on their fence. It wasn't moving when I drove by, but I saw it, and it was very traumatizing, to see
So it tried
a
to
huge
jump.
deer stuck on the fence, right? So I go home, and I call them. They're not home. They're not in town. So Scott calls the sheriff's office or Game and Fish.
Yeah, I
God,
was
listen,
gonna
my
say
voice
Game
is
and
so
Fish.
shaky.
Yeah.
It was a very traumatic night last night. Well, while he's doing that, it's dark out, so I'm taking the dog's potty, and I stepped on Teddy, and she's 3 pounds. She's tiny. And listen to me. Look at me. I'm so upset. And so she was hurt. And
no.
so Scott's dealing with the deer. I've got this injured baby puppy. She's not a puppy. She's 9 years old, but, she's very delicate. I'm talking bone and skin, this dog, right? And so we gather her up. We drive by the deer, and we take her to the animal hospital. We are there for 3 hours, but she is okay. It's a miracle.
Oh, good.
It is an absolute miracle, but they did everything. They did the ultrasound because it wasn't anything outside. It was inside. And they're like, she can walk. Her vitals look good. She immediately went into the corner, went to the bathroom because that's what we set out to do when this, accident happened. What she did was, her and Bubba, they were like wrapping themselves around me with their leash, and I've got the headlamp on and it's dark. I'm trying to unleash myself, right? And accidentally stepped on her. So anyway, she's okay, but yeah, it was traumatic. So then we come home and the deer is still there. And Game and Fish is like, if it's dead, that's not our problem. And I'm like, but kids are going to go to school tomorrow and see this hanging on the fence, right? So God bless him. Scott Dandos went over there this morning and helped it down
with a chainsaw.
I don't know how he did it, Matt. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I mean,
is Scott Dando's going to bring in,
yeah, right. Venison,
venison, yeah.
venison burritos this morning.
Yeah.
No,
Deer sausage.
but
we're
yeah,
ready.
I mean, what do people do? I mean, what do you do when you've got a huge animal like that you need removed, and there's apparently nobody to call?
How is it that Game and Fish doesn't handle that?
They said if it was alive, they'd come out. I should have
Who
lied.
handles it if it's
How do I know if it's alive? I mean, it might just be unconscious. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. And I didn't go near it. I'm just saying.
Well, I still think with Game and Fish, because there's a way where you
No.
can get a tag after the
didn't-
fact
they
and
didn't-
collect it.
They didn't even want the address. So I don't know. We'll have to talk to somebody. Maybe we can get Sheriff Rhodes in here, or I don't know, county supervisor. Who would be in charge? I don't know. But so anyway, they're in Kentucky. The neighbors were, and so Scott went down there this morning and took care of it. But can you imagine seeing this? It's awful.
So they need to put like tennis balls on their fence. then.
They are coming home. She told me, she goes, when we come home, we are going to mitigate that fence.
Yeah.
And it's just in the front. It's decorative, but it's the second time it's happened that we know of, that I've seen.
What
So
I want
anyway.
to know is if there's an animal dead on the side of the road or that gets hit by
Right.
a car, who picks that up?
Right. There's got to be somebody.
Whoever does that should probably.
Well, when I asked Game and Fish, they did not give me any information, no resources. They said it is the homeowner's responsibility. And the sheriff's office quickly, put me through to Game and Fish. They didn't even want anything to do with it. And so anyway.
That's amazing.
I know. I was surprised. That was my evening. Well, how was yours?
Not as exciting as that.
That's not exciting. That was really something. But I'm just grateful that, the deer is now, resting in peace and Teddy Lee is okay. I
Good.
tell you what, I mean, I stepped
And you
on
felt bad.
her.
I know how bad you felt. I could see you're almost crying.
My heart. I'm like, if this dog is not okay, I will never forgive myself. But it was just one of those accidents.
They call it an accident.
Yeah, it was such an accident. It was $1,000 accident.
That's all?
That's all. And
Now,
thank God. I'm like, I will pay anything. Just let her be okay.
Do you have doggy insurance?
I do not. Do you?
I just got, when Bella went through and got her spayed,
Yeah.
we had to do all her blood work, so
Yeah.
you could give that to the insurance companies now so they can say, oh, you're not trying to get insurance on a dog that's
Not healthy.
So I just did that, and I'm waiting. But it was, I'm going to call it reasonable. It was like $30 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as
what's
you
the
know, you just spent $1,000,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
$30 a month is not that bad, even though there's a deductible. There's a few of them out there. I'm working on it right now.
I may look into it now that I have a young pup,
Yeah.
and he's a boy, and he likes to get into trouble. Oh, update.
Yes, ma'am.
Not to change the subject. Did you have something else to add?
I was just going to say, the younger they are,
Yeah.
the cheaper the insurance is to get them. They like them to be a year old,
Yeah.
is what they said.
Well, I have to
what I
say,
read.
hats off to Yavapai Animal Hospital in Prescott Valley. They were amazing, compassionate, caring. I mean, I'm calling, just sobbing, and they took care of us from the minute we stepped in there till the minute we left. They were amazing, I have to say. I go to Mile High. They're not open, but they recommend going to Yavapai there on Florentine Road. They were unbelievable. I was so grateful, and they were so busy, which is so sad, but so many people need that service after hours. And so anyway, hats off and thank you to, I think it's called, I'll look it up, but
Yavapai Emergency Animal Hospital.
Yeah, that's it. That's
I'm
it.
very familiar with it.
Well, and an update on Bubba's new toy that he loves. It's dead. So I went on Amazon to return it, and they're like, just keep it. We'll refund you. So they must have had this happen a lot. And Bubba's depressed. He's like, why doesn't it go, Mom?
It's my toy.
He is living for this toy. So I got on Amazon, and I found another one. I'll keep you posted. Okay?
How quickly he kills that one?
Well, I don't think it was him. I think it was the toy. I looked at the reviews. It got 3 point something, and a lot of the reviews said, battery life is short, blah, 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 blah. The little rope that it trailed pulled right out yesterday. I've had it 2 days. Junk. Yeah. So, anyway, there you go. There's an update. Anything you want to add?
I'd ship it back.
You would ship it back.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm trashing it. I'm throwing it in the garbage. They gave me the refund.
I still would just ship it back and be like, look, fix this crap.
Because it's a great concept. He loves it. But there are others out there, so I'll keep you posted with what I find. All right, anything else to add?
Not about animals or dogs or
okay. All right, let's move on then.
toys or Amazon.
I'm ready to move on. Barry's here, and let's lighten the mood, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Barry Barb, free food for us. Coming up next here on Leza Live right now. If you haven't done it, you got to do it. Go to the Artful Eye Jewelers Facebook page, Instagram page. Check out the big winner of the $2,000 jewelry makeovers after picture. They have it posted right there. They show what she brought in. It's a ring that Lori is giving to her granddaughter that she got from her grandmother. You remember the story. It's wonderful. She took, the ring was lost. It was stolen. I mean, there's a long story behind it, but they took it into the Artful Eye Jewelers. They won the $2,000 jewelry makeover, and it is amazing. The after picture is fantastic.
I was going to say, where can we see it?
I told you. The Artful
Facebook
Eye
page?
Jewelers Facebook and Instagram pages. Please
Nice.
check it out. They are experts at jewelry makeovers. This is what they do. I have done it. You should do it. Taking what you're not wearing anymore. Your grandma leaves you something that's valuable, but it's really not your style. Get it made over so you can enjoy it again. Grandma would want you to do that. And like I said, they are experts at it. Get a free jewelry design consultation with the team and walk away with a sparkly, new but old piece of jewelry. That's at the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Row, downtown Prescott. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA on a Friday. Before we move on with Free Food for Us Friday with Barry Barb, I have to tell everybody, Prescott High School's homecoming is tonight on the big field, hosting Combs from Santan Valley. We will be broadcasting the big game. John Rust and Hall of Fame coach Lou Benetone will have the call. They are going to kick it off at 6:45 tonight. You can catch it here on the big station, 103.5 FM, 1490 AM, and also kyca.info. I think we have a YouTube channel. I think we have a Facebook page. We have all sorts of things. If you can't find it, I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah, check it out and go Badgers. Good morning, Barry
Good morning. How are
Barbie.
you?
I'm better.
Did you
I'm
say Barry
better.
Barbie?
I did. I had to do it.
Why did you do that?
Because when I write
Lisa?
your name on my Lisa.
There you go.
Here we
There you
go. Here
I
we
know.
go.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm tired. I told you I'm tired.
Right. What is the deal? Why are you not resting?
I don't know. I just haven't
Yeah.
slept. It's
Your
like, it's
mind.
It's like I'm like going into like week 3, maybe a month of
Yeah.
just like waking up at 2:00 in the morning
Right.
for no reason.
And you can't get back to sleep.
And then he's just like, and
Yeah.
you just like it doesn't happen. You walk around the house, go
Right.
outside.
Do you pick up a book?
No, it's dark.
Well, usually reading puts me back to sleep.
Oh, really?
It's like, oh.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
that requires glasses.
Yeah.
And you gotta
I
find
know,
them
and a light,
and
yeah,
a light,
yeah.
and yeah.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen.
Well, I'm sorry. I
just
hope you
kinda
can get
stumbled
some
up-
rest.
I know. We discussed gummies, right?
Yes, and they do help. They do
I have
help.
friends that take them.
Yeah, a lot of people take them, and I
Yeah.
found that they did not help me. They make me they
When you wake up,
they act the opposite for me. They make
Really?
me jittery and paranoid.
do you get hungry?
No, I didn't get hungry.
Yeah, you're eating
I don't
too many
need that.
gummies then.
I definitely don't need that.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you can have mine and give it a try.
There you go.
Okay,
Okay,
so
sounds good.
Free Food for Us Friday. I have a lot of food stories,
There's a lot of food
but
stories?
I'll bring them up after
There's a
you
lot of food
bring
stuff.
yours.
There's a lot of food stuff going on this weekend.
Yes.
And one of the first things is
Yes,
it's Harvest Fest.
it is.
It's down at North Cortez in the NoCo district.
NoCo District. I love the name.
Yeah, I love the name too.
Yeah.
So it's an all-day event from 2 to 8. Well, not all day, but from 2 to 8.
Yes.
There's bands, there's a flea market, and then there's a chef's tasting. It's actually a contest, I found out.
Oh.
Yes. So there's like 8, I think, different restaurants, i.e., food people
Right.
there
Right.
presenting.
Are you
their wares.
competing?
We're not competing. We're going to win. What's this?
That's
Wow.
why he's,
Where's
There's
the
the confidence.
competition? What
this
do you
is
mean?
why he doesn't sleep at night. Right here.
No, it's going to be a fun day.
Yeah.
And so we have 2 booths, one for El Gato Azul, one for Torme.
I was gonna say.
I'm like, that's how
Torme.
tired. That's how tired I am today.
Yeah.
And then so it's basically you do little tastings.
'Kay.
And then I guess they vote. I don't really know how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but I know what we're making.
What?
Well, what we're making is.
Oh, we get to taste it.
Okay, we are doing.
Ooh, oh boy, here we go.
We're doing fried ravioli.
I
There's
have
sun-dried
these.
tomato and smoked jalapeno. The ones we're making for tomorrow are slightly different.
Oh.
They're going to have roasted poblanos, smoked jalapenos, sun-dried tomatoes, goat cheese, and ricotta.
Inside the
Inside.
ravioli.
Yes, and they're made. We make them all. At Torme.
Yes, yes.
So we make them at Torme, then we ship them over to Gato, where they fry them. We don't ship them fried,
Right.
but they cook them there.
Yes.
And then we have the other one piece you have here is a bruschetta
Ooh.
with a honey lemon goat cheese, a little arugula, a blueberry
Beautiful.
gastrique, and a pistachio dust.
What's a gastrique?
It's a production of fresh fruit or
Oh,
fruit juice.
okay.
Brown sugar, white wine,
Yes.
balsamic, not white wine, balsamic. So it's
Okay.
it's almost like you can make it almost like a jam or
yes.
something like that. So you can make it as thick or as thin as you want.
Beautiful.
So and the cool thing about this is the arugula on there. I think we've talked about this before. The arugula has a nice peppery flavor,
Mm-hmm.
so it goes really well with all the other components. You get the lemon, you get the sweetness from the blueberries, and then you get the pepper from the arugula. Yeah, so that's what
That is amazing. Well, I've had the raviolis before, and they are one of my favorites. Drew can't talk because his mouth is so full.
we put them on
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
Do I dip it
and-
in here?
Yeah, you want to dip it
Okay.
in there. Yeah, so I always recommend try it first, then dip it.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, so now you messed up.
That's what I tell Scott. Don't salt and pepper my food until you taste it first.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't just automatically start shaking.
Thank you.
Yes, but I already dipped. So.
And then the other one is Sunday. We're doing Grapes for Good. It's the Rotary Club, and this is their. I don't know how many years they've been doing this. But it's at Waters Nursery. I think it's sold out. But we're doing that.
Long
So that's
time.
about 400 people out there. It's a beautiful setting. their Waters Nursery under the, it's just beautiful.
Beautiful.
I
It's a
know.
great place to have
It's
a
great.
party.
It is a great place to have a party.
Oh my gosh, these
are they?
raviolis. They are a little spicy. Is that the
Are those-
aioli or is that what's in it?
That's what's in it.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that good, Drew?
I've been enjoying it. What was the spice, Barry?
It's a smoked jalapeno. It's
Smoked.
it's
Wonderful.
actually a fried jalapeno, which gives it a smoky flavor.
Oh my gosh. Hurry up, Matt. Take a bite.
I'm trying to take pictures and talk while you guys are eating.
How's Mom, by the way?
She, misses you.
So,
Why can't
Her other son.
Yeah, why can't she stay with you for a couple months?
huh? She could.
Perfect.
We would love to have her.
All
We
right,
would love to have her.
done. I'm
Yeah.
dropping her off in
So
20
I-
minutes.
So I knew the flowers on their last leg before I gave them to her.
We talked about that
yeah.
yesterday.
Oh yeah. There's
So I'm
sitting on my
walking out of
kitchen counter.
Torme to go join them for dinner. I'm
Right.
I got to take flowers. I got
Yeah.
to take flowers.
Right.
And so I literally took the flowers off the counter at Torme.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I walk in, got those little, and it was dark. So she couldn't tell at that point that they were
Right.
a little on their last legs.
Well, and like Drew said yesterday, has any woman ever not loved any kind of flower?
I know.
Dead or not.
Exactly. I think,
Yeah.
and my whole intention was, of course, was,
Just to be special.
no,
You know?
to
No,
shame him.
Show up,
to
Matt.
shame
Yeah.
Shame Matt, show up,
Oh,
Matt.
Yeah. Well,
Endear myself a little more.
at least you were invited to the dinner.
I know.
Just saying.
I apologize.
That's
I don't
okay.
know.
That's okay. That's
Okay.
just fine. That's just fine.
It was pretty late. I don't know
All
if
right,
you would
you
have
okay,
showed
well,
up.
You gotta
I
try
do.
this.
I got to try the bruschetta with the lemon. Say it again.
It's a lemon honey goat cheese spread, arugula, blueberry gastrique, and a dust of pistachio, toasted pistachios.
That is to die for.
That is incredible.
That's dessert.
And the good thing is they're like complete opposite flavors. A little spicy on the ravioli, and this nice sweet thing going on over here.
You're gonna win.
I know.
Hands down, gonna win.
I won't now. Of course
Yeah.
I won't. because
Right now that the secret's out and all
everyone's
the
gonna
other chefs
vote
are
against,
listening.
Everyone's going to vote against me just because. I have a little arrogant so-and-so. I'm gonna,
Right.
you know.
See, this is my favorite. A little savory and then a little sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it right there, Barry. Barb nailed it. Thank you.
There you go.
Very, very good. Delicious.
Home run out of the park.
Can you order these raviolis at El Gato?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you change them up all the time because you guys make the pasta and the raviolis right
We
there.
make them all the time, but
Yeah.
the filling's the same.
The filling
but we
is
make
the
them fresh, like probably every 2 days we make them.
Yeah, yeah.
So we make about probably 200 at a time.
So when you make them, is it a big flat layer of the pasta, then you put the filling, and then you put another one in, and then you cut it? Is that how it works?
Kind of sort of like that, but not so much. We do that. We have like a form.
Okay.
So we only make 12 at a time.
Okay.
So you roll out the dough,
Yeah.
put it in, and then you by hand, pop, 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 pop,
Right,
pop,
right.
Put another dough on top of it, press it down,
Yeah.
flip it, then cut it.
Wow. And then how long do you have to cook them? I know you cook them before you fry them, right?
We par cook them. We boil them
Par
for
cook 'em.
about probably 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they're flour, egg wash, and panko deep fried. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
These are really
What
good.
do you think, Maddie? He took a bite finally.
Yeah,
Hop-
they're good. Very good.
And Javier Delgato's little made these today. So
Who did?
Javier.
Javier.
So no
Muchas
Maria.
gracias.
Yeah, they're really.
No more Maria. Well, where is Maria?
No, he was at the store.
Oh, okay. Don't
I was at
don't
Elgato.
scare us
no,
like
no,
that.
Maria's around still. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we can keep doing the show without Maria.
Wow.
Exactly.
Good cooking.
Exactly.
Oh.
Okay, well, you brought it up. It's the NoCo Harvest Fest taking place tomorrow, and also taking place tomorrow and Sunday, we have the Highland Games out at
Oh, that's right.
Loch Watson. You know, they call it Loch Watson.
Oh, I was
during
going to say, I thought you mispronounced
no,
that
no.
completely.
I called it Watson Lake yesterday, and I got quickly corrected.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And this is great. Chef's tasting event, like you said, a pie eating contest, marketplace and vintage sellers, kids' activities and carnival-style games, performance art. Wow, this is going to be a full day of fun. You can go online to, let's see, there is a website, I think, somewhere on here. But yeah, North Cortez District presents the Harvest Fest. Fun.
Yeah, it's
It's
going
going to
to
be a good time.
And it's going to be beautiful weather.
2 to 8 o'clock.
I don't think we'll break any records tomorrow, but
Well,
it's
let's
gonna be
hope
beautiful.
not. Let's hope
I
not.
don't
You
know.
heard 115 in the valley tomorrow.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's
Insane.
steering clear except for Ma Hinshaw, who Matt's shipping out. But it's a
Rude.
thing.
It's not up to me.
It's a thing. Yeah.
I told her she could stay. I was even, what I need to do actually is go buy a new house. But
I know a realtor.
I know.
A desperate realtor.
I'm very desperate to buy a new house. That's what the next ad should be.
That's right.
We need to get
I'm
Ma
so
Hinshaw
desperate.
home. Yeah.
Or I'm so desperate I'm buying my own home.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm selling my own home to myself or something like
Oh,
that. Okay.
We got to
Today-
get Barry in on the next one, too.
Yeah, for sure. Today's National Chocolate Milk Day. Did you know that? How about some chocolate milk fun facts while you eat? You can thank Jamaica for inventing chocolate milk in 1494.
What?
An
Wow.
Irish doctor heard about it and brought the recipe to Europe, selling it as medicine. Imagine that. Nurse, get me 40 cc's of Yoo-hoo
Chocolate
stat.
milk was a medicine?
Well, I mean, chocolate milk helps everything, right?
I guess so, yeah.
That's my kind of medicine.
I mean, it really does. Chocolate milk supposedly tastes best when it's served between 35 and 40 degrees, which is why you're supposed to store it in the back of the fridge where it is the coldest.
Oh,
Do you have
okay.
any information on that?
No, none whatsoever.
No, none.
Does Yoo-Hoo count as chocolate milk, or is it
I don't think
chocolate
Yoo-Hoo's-
drink?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yoo-hoo's not
Because
milk.
I know.
No.
No, they
Oh.
put on the bottle it says chocolate drink. But
Oh,
I'm
then it's
always
not.
like, it tastes like milk, though.
Then it's not dairy. That's
It
non-dairy.
tastes like water.
I've never had a Yoo-hoo in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not going to start now. I've made it
Yeah.
this far.
I think you're okay.
Hey, tomorrow is National Drink Beer Day. Not Beer
Perfect.
Drinkers Day. Drink
National
Beer Day.
Drink beer day?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, enjoy some beer tomorrow. And a perfect place to do that is out at Loch Watson.
Yeah, I
at the Highland
celebrate
Games.
every day.
But you're going to be really happy to hear this.
Uh-oh.
It's also tomorrow National Singles Day.
Nice.
Yeah, if I was
Aw.
working at the music station, I'd hit, oh, the single ladies.
Yeah,
Oh, the single ladies.
you should.
Yeah.
But I don't have a button. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And Sunday is National Coffee Day, which I brought only coffee this morning.
I like
No
that.
water, just coffee. Yeah, because, I love the coffee. They say that more than 3 or 4 cups of coffee is bad for you, though. So
A day?
keep it on the DL.
A day?
A day.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. How many do you have?
I
An hour? You're like an hour?
No, I
an
cut
hour?
it out-
You mean an
I-
hour?
I cut it out for like a year, and I just started drinking again. I've decided I'm just going to go back to not drinking it again.
Really? Why? Do you feel like
Yeah, it's
crap
kinda,
after you drink
I
it?
don't know. So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's a thing.
yeah. Depending on the strength of your coffee, 3 to 4 cups is somewhere between 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine. How many cups you have a day?
Just one.
See, one
Just
big,
one.
one big vat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
well,
an IV.
this is 2. This is 2 for me.
This is 30 ounces, I think, is what
Yeah.
it is. So that.
That's a lot.
So this
Is
is
that a lot? I don't
I don't
interesting.
know. It seems like a lot.
To hit that same level with other drinks, you need to drink 1 to 3 energy drinks, 4 to 5 cans of Coke, or 10 to 15 cups of green tea.
That many energy drinks?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I know.
That's
You would
weird.
think-
I would not have thought that.
You wouldn't have thought that.
No, you'd think the energy drinks would be way worse.
Way higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on the energy drink, right?
Yeah, true.
There's so many now.
Oh.
Yeah. And some signs you've had too much coffee,
Yeah.
caffeine, insomnia, jitteriness, heart palpitations, excessive sweating, nausea, and headaches. I told you one time, me and my old co-host, Ron, we got to take a break. We did a remote from a coffee shop, and he drank 35 cups of coffee.
Oh, my gosh.
And his heart didn't explode?
The guy is still kicking.
Yeah, right.
He is still kicking. It's a miracle. It really is. All right, coming up more with Barry Barb, Matt Hinshaw, and Drew Imity on Leza Live after this quick break. Right now, ladies, Prescott Women's Clinic is your one stop for complete women's health care. Whatever you need, routine checkups and prenatal care, hormone therapy, menopause management, they've got you covered. Their experienced and caring team offers personalized care for every stage of your life, whether you're starting a family or focusing on your wellness. You deserve the best care, and that best care is at Prescott Women's Clinic. They have 2 convenient locations, one in Prescott and one in Prescott Valley. Take control of your health. Schedule your appointment today. You are worth it. The number, 928-778-4300. Check them out online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA on a Friday. We've been snacking on deliciousness that Berry Bar brought in. We got a little taste test of what you will be serving at the Harvest Fest Chef Competition.
Exactly. The competition
Yes.
starts at 4.
Okay, and so who's judging? Because
I
I don't want to be a judge on
I think
that panel.
individual people, they get to taste everything.
Okay, the people that are there get to
right,
taste
and
it.
then, because it's ticketed, and there's like 100 people,
Okay.
and then I believe they get to vote.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Okay, well, you'll have to tell us
Yeah,
on
so-
next Friday.
Yeah, so it's 6 o'clock is the, evidently
The event, the tasting
is
event.
the awarding of the
Of your prize,
the
of your
turquoise-
first place.
the turquoise pepper mill. I've heard.
Is that what it is?
It's a
I
turquoise
love
pepper-
that.
Yes,
Is this the first time they've done this?
they did it last year also.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Who won last year?
John Panza from
Oh,
Big
yeah,
Up.
we like him too.
But of course, he's not going to be there this year
Why?
because he heard I was going to be there, and I think he got scared.
Yeah, you scared him
I
off.
think he got
Chicken.
scared.
Hey, speaking of chicken, I mean, I'm somewhat of an adventurous eater. Would you consider yourself an
I think
adventurous
so.
eater?
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah,
about
yeah.
you, Maddie?
No.
Not so much. How about
No.
you, Drew? Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, how about this adventurous? A takeout place called Bird Box opened in Midtown Manhattan in July, and they're going viral for their $19 fried chicken sandwich that's so gourmet, it comes with a foot attached. A chicken foot sticking out of the sandwich.
What?
I had a picture. Oh, it didn't
why?
print.
Why would you do that?
So the chicken's entire leg, foot and all, pokes out of the side of the bun. The place is run by a Michelin star chef, and everyone says the sandwich is great if you can stomach it. It's actually not brand new. They've been selling it at their location in San Francisco for a while, but it's all over social media right now. The worst, what's worse is that they gave the sandwich a name. It's called the Claude the Claw. It's called Claude the Claw sandwich. After the deer story, this just is not
that's not-
hitting well.
No,
is
no,
it?
no.
Really, it's not going over real well.
Because you're not eating chicken,
I'm
you're
trying
eating
to-
Claude.
I'm trying to visualize this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure
It
it
doesn't
out.
sound appetizing.
It's
at
a
all.
chicken sandwich with a chicken foot sticking it. Because some people eat chicken feet. I've never had it. Have you?
No,
A chicken foot?
no,
No,
not-
Bubba has.
not
Bubba's had a
intention-
chicken foot.
See, exactly. There,
Yeah.
see, there you go. That's
you
why
go.
I've never had a chicken foot.
Right, right. Okay, so
Huh.
we're not that adventurous.
No,
Well,
that's-
no, I just don't understand. It's typically the sandwich is made out of the chicken breast.
What's-
So what's this the foot? Like how
Is
does
it
it
the thigh
attach?
or
Is
the-
it like
the-
I don't
the
It
get
drum-
it.
says
Drumstick?
it's the whole leg, so they must take the,
The
bone
thigh
out.
and the drumstick and take the bone
Yeah,
out.
that's what it says. The chicken's entire leg, foot and all. So they must take the bone out and leave the foot. Okay, that's all I got. Don't ask me any more questions. I don't know.
I think
don't
we're
No,
good.
thank you.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. So it's kind of hard to define what American food is. Would you agree?
I agree.
Because we
Yep.
are just a potpourri
We are
of so
exactly.
many different cultures
We are a
and
stew.
deliciousness. A
Exact-
stew.
Stew.
Yes. Okay. Well, CNN has a new feature on the 20 greatest American dishes, and they've included one that most Americans might avoid, and that is fried okra. It came in number 2.
I love fried okra.
I've never had fried
I
okra, but I've had
love
okra.
Fried okra.
You love it.
It's really good.
It is?
Absolutely.
When it's
Yeah,
made
you
right,
love it
yeah,
too,
It's really good.
Matt?
Yeah, it's good.
It's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
I
You
just
eat
had
okra?
it at Cracker Barrel
Oh,
with my catfish
Okay,
last
first,
week.
all right.
Now Drew's getting fancy.
First off,
what's wrong with Cracker Barrel?
there's only one. I love Cracker Barrel,
Okay.
but you gotta have real fried okra. So
Will you
Drew,
make us some?
I'll make maybe next week.
Okay, fried okra.
Maybe I'll bring fried okra next week.
Okay, fabulous.
Excellent.
Yeah,
well, it's
sounds
number
good.
2 on the list. They have barbecue as number 1. The rest of the list: Cobb salad, the
Mm-hmm.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the hamburger, apple pie, of course,
Mm-hmm.
chili, clam chowder, the Reuben sandwich, eggs
Oh, yeah.
Benedict, grits, spaghetti and meatballs, and chocolate chip cookies. All American. Some less ubiquitous items include fry bread, red beans and rice,
Ooh, love.
gumbo, which you're
Love.
good at, pokey, the
Love.
classic mission burrito, and banana pudding. Okay, there's also General Tso's chicken on the list, which has basically been claimed by Americans.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been modified.
that's a good list.
Some items that didn't make the list. Grilled cheese with American slices.
What?
Thank God it didn't make the list. We are better than that.
A grilled cheese, that's the best ever.
I don't know. I had
With
some of
tomato
your grilled
soup on it?
cheese, and it was so much better than American
Well,
slices.
No,
Yeah.
anyways.
Casseroles with cream of whatever soup.
Oh yeah, the cream of mushroom and the
Yes.
green beans.
Cream of chicken. I make a chicken
Yeah.
salad. with potato chips on top.
Oh yeah,
I have to make that for you guys someday.
that sounds
Yeah,
delicious.
it is delicious. The orange circus peanuts candy, that didn't make the list.
Oh, yeah.
And Long John Silver's did not make the list of the top 20.
Where's hot dogs?
Yeah,
Like,
where is hot dogs?
I mean, that's one
Hot
of my food
dogs,
groups.
chili
is hot
dogs,
dogs. Yeah.
corn dogs.
Right.
yeah.
I know,
yeah.
that's weird.
No, hot dogs not on the list as far as I know.
Deep
That's,
fried
that's
Oreos.
the most American thing you can think of.
Hot dogs.
Baseball,
Hamburgers made
hot
it.
dogs.
Yeah. Well, apple pie, maybe
Apple
most
pie,
American.
is that some-
That's on the list.
Okay.
All right, let's take a break. Coming back with more here on Leza Live. Right now, you know, life is full of surprises, but a dental emergency does not have to be one of them. When you are in pain, you have to do this. Turn to the experts at Pro Solutions Dental Group. Their friendly staff understands that emergencies can happen anytime, anywhere. That's why they are here for you when you need them the most. With cutting-edge technology and compassionate care, they'll have you feeling better in a flash. Do not let tooth troubles hold you back. Call Pro Solutions Dental Group today and put that smile back on your face. 928-776-1208 or reach them online at PrescottDentist.com. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA with Barry Barb, Matt Hinshaw, Drew Imity this morning. I have one more food story before we move on to talk about the movies. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, this sounds absolutely disgusting.
What? So why talk
Scientists have pulled DNA from the world's oldest cheese, and it came from mummies. It was smeared around the heads of corpses more than 3,000 years ago in China. Now, dairy doesn't usually last that long, which is why this discovery is so special. And it's Kirif cheese, Kerif cheese, which you can find in the grocery store. But yeah, they found it, and it was still intact 3,000 years ago around the heads of mummies.
Did they taste it?
Would you?
Why would you?
Would you?
What? No, I don't. I'm sure somebody would, though. I'm sure someone would pay a fortune to do that.
I bet they did.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I know we're close to Halloween, but who's eating mummy cheese? Not me.
And why did they put cheese on mummies anyways?
I don't know. They must have thought it would preserve their head,
Yeah,
their brain.
I was
Mother,
gonna
there
say, talk about preservatives.
Right.
Yeah, that's where cheesehead came from.
Cheesehead.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That could be it.
I like it.
All right. On that note, let's pass the baton to Matt Henshaw from the Real Film Nerds podcast to talk about the movie Lee.
On that note, let's talk about something very serious.
Yeah. Oh, is it a serious movie?
It serious?
This is a very serious film.
Really?
It's
Yeah. Well, it says it's a biography, drama, war history.
Yes, of Lee Miller.
Okay.
Who some of you know, not everybody knows. War photographer in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
She was a supermodel back before you would call them supermodels. They just called her a model, but she was world-renowned and well-known. And as she got older, she transitioned into being a fashion photographer for Vogue, the magazine she posed for. And then she went from Vogue, well, she still worked at Vogue, into wanting to do something with the war effort because her, not husband, but partner got shipped out, and she wanted to do something to help her friends. And she's very, like, they start the film in Europe and her friends in France, and she wants to go and help the effort because they're helping the effort because they're in the resistance and all that.
Right.
And so that's how it starts, and she basically claws and fights her way to trying to be on the front lines.
Wow.
And it's a very, very, very good film, but it is a difficult watch.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes. Well,
Why is it so difficult? Just because is it
the subject
it's
matter.
so real?
Yeah, the subject matter.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
she was not one of the first, but some of her images of the extermination camps, I guess you would say, in Europe are some of the most haunting and well-known images, and they refused to publish them initially.
Of course.
So that's out there, and she fought really hard for that, and it's hard to watch that. I mean, she's going in and taking pictures and hanging out with Andy Samberg, who's plays a life photographer in the film, and they remained friends throughout their entire lives. But yeah, it's a difficult watch. You know, it's a slow burn. It's a biopic.
Right.
It's about her.
Yeah.
And Kate Winslet does an incredible job. Andy Samberg, who knew? Like
Really?
That's one thing a lot of people think. Comedians are just funny.
Yeah.
No, comedians are some of the best actors out there because it takes a lot to be funny. And he did a really bang-up job in this film.
That's great to hear.
And so there was no one there
Yeah.
in the theater. It
Just
was
you
me,
and Mom.
my mom, and my buddy Clint.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. Again, I'm biased. Being a recovering photojournalist, I really loved it.
Right.
But my mom loved it too. She cried a couple times, and she did not fall asleep. And
Really? It held her attention.
Yeah, it's very good. And we had a nice discussion afterwards about history and paying attention to history and how, people are going to Transformers and all these big movies, but here's one where you actually learn something
And I
people
love
won't
that.
go.
Yeah.
I love that in a movie. I love to learn something based on reality. This sounds like something I would like to see.
Yeah, and I don't know how long it's going to be in the theaters.
Okay,
That's one reason why my co-host was actually the one that suggested it. It wasn't my pick because this is the start of our Harvest Horror Fest is next Wednesday.
Yes.
But he said, I want to see this movie. I know you really want to see this movie.
Right.
So let's go see it, and then we'll just start a week late.
Okay.
And so that's what we're doing. But I highly, highly recommend it if you like history, World War II, watching women's rights and struggles, because they don't make it a big subject, but it's there. She tries to go into briefings, and they're like, no, you're a woman. You can't go in here.
Right.
Oh, here, I want to go to the front lines. No, you're a woman. You can't do this. You can't do that just because she was a woman. And she's like, no, I'm a journalist first.
Right.
And everywhere she went, including the military, was like, no, no, no. So,
But she made it happen.
But she did it. She
Good
made
for
it
her.
happen anyways.
Sounds like a great film.
Oh,
How many
very
reels out of
good.
5 are you going to give
I
it?
give it 4.
4 out of 5.
The only issue that I had, and it's not really a big issue, there's little issues here and there, but they don't talk about photography much. Like, they talk about the images and things, but they don't show like how she developed it or how she did the prints or anything like that. It was just like, here's the image, take a picture, take a picture, take a picture. Here's
Which is
the
something that
image.
would interest you, but I think the average viewer probably wouldn't even catch that.
Yeah, probably not. But especially during the war efforts and things for photographers, they physically had to run the film out somewhere and then ship it to try and get it in the next day's paper. I mean, it was wild.
Yeah.
The things they had to do to try and, because it was film. It was no such thing as digital.
Right.
And you'll see in the film, one thing I got to shout out to Kate Winslet before we move on.
Yeah.
But
because she's listening,
She,
exactly.
She legitimately learned how to shoot a Rolleiflex so when she's running around taking pictures in the film, it looks real.
I love
and
that.
I loved that.
Yeah.
And they did stage and recreate a lot of Lee Miller's original photographs in the film, and they show them at the end next to the real ones.
Oh, that's cool,
so
too.
It was really neat,
wow.
including one
Nice.
that Barry talked about at dinner the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Very good. Well, Rotten Tomatoes gave it 64%. The
What do they
tomato
know?
meter.
What?
Yeah, those are the
Really?
critics. Yeah, those are the critics, and the audience score wasn't in yet.
Oh.
So you gave it a 4 out of 5.
4
Now,
out of
that's
5,
great.
yep.
Let's take a quick break. On the other side, Ma Hinshaw will review the same movie for us. Coming up on Leza Live. Stay with us. Speaking of radio, today is National Morning Show Hosts Day, and I consider this a
Aw.
morning show, and I am a morning show host. So
Where's your flowers?
happy day! Exactly, exactly.
I
Barry.
didn't know.
Where are my flowers?
I didn't know. See?
It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA. We're talking about the movies this morning, and we have Ma Hinshaw from the Real Film Nerds podcast on the line. Good morning, Ma.
Good morning.
Good
Matt,
morning, Mom.
say hi to your mother, please.
Hi, Mom. Your real son is here.
Oh,
Would that
my
be
number
you?
one. Okay.
See?
You're her
Hi,
real,
Barry.
and
How you
Barry's
doing?
her favorite.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
number
Barry's the
one.
number one.
number
Yeah.
one. Number one son.
Okay, so what did you think of the movie Lee? We heard that you did not have any snores during the movie.
Oh, no. This was a very good movie, and I'm very sad that it's not publicized. I didn't even know about it
I didn't either.
till Matt said we were going to go see that. Kate Winslet was amazing in this part because this woman was not the typical fashion model of that time. Thin, wispy, glamorous. She was very bold and very courageous, I would say, in how she handled her life and being able to get in there and get the photographs.
Mm-hmm.
And her photographs were fantastic, and they make you cry. she covers things that I don't know if other photographers covered at the time. You know, they covered battles and all that. She covered the people in the cities and how it affected everyone besides the, you know, really bad stuff. It was just it was sad, but it was realistic. And, Mahincha has to tell you all, there was nudity.
Oh, there was. Okay.
Absolutely, for
Okay.
a 40-year-old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Matt,
There
you
you go.
failed to mention the nudity.
It's my mom's,
Yeah, it's her
thing
thing.
to talk about.
It's her
yeah.
thing. Yes, yes. Okay. And so, how many cookies? I think you're gonna rate it high.
Oh, I recommend people to go if you're at all interested in World War II.
Yeah.
The cinematography was great. It covered how that looked. Didn't cover as much of England. England was bombed terribly, but I guess she was lucky and her area was not hit really very bad. But I give it a 4.
Okay. You called it.
And again, I just, all through the movie, I wondered, okay, how did she develop her film? Because you had to have it dark, and or did she just nail I don't know how she did that,
Right.
but, you know, she did it.
Maybe
and,
there'll be a
and
sequel.
She was a very tough, strong woman. She was, to be able to do that and to fight the commanders and
Yeah.
get into different areas that no one probably ever would have gotten into.
Well, it sounds
Go
like
see it, folks.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
great.
like an amazing story, one that needs to be told. And
Sounds a great
story.
I'll definitely check it out. Ma Hinshaw, thank you so much for calling in. Safe travels back to Sierra Vista. We'll miss you.
Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. We'll miss you too.
Okay, take care, Ma Hinshaw. And that's it. We are out of time. Barry,
Done.
thank you for bringing in the yummies. Good luck with the
My pleasure.
competition.
My pleasure.
Go get them, buddy.
There's no competition.
All right. I love it. Matt, have a great weekend. Drew,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you for a great week. And thank you all for listening to Leza Live. We'll see you back here on Monday.